Making an academic plan to achieve your bachelor's degree at Chico State requires that you fulfill general education as well as major requirements. This video will help you understand and map out the path you will need to take to complete your GE requirements. General education is a major part of your university experience. These courses will help you develop basic academic skills you will use in your major. General education courses give you the opportunity to explore a wide range of academic fields and offer some of the most memorable learning experiences you will have in college. Let's start by locating the GE requirements on the Chico State website. Go to the home page, then type a /GE and press enter. This brings you to the general education page. Select Planning Sheet GE. Let's start by looking at page 1 of the General Education Planning Sheet. The upper right corner outlines the classes that will make up 24 of your 48 required GE units. You will need to select one course from each of the foundation course groups. You must also take History 130 and Political Science 155. The upper left corner describes another set of requirements that you must consider as you select your classes. You must select one course that qualifies as U.S. Diversity and one as Global Cultures to meet diversity requirements. You are required to select 4 courses that will fulfill writing-intensive requirements. One writing-intensive course will be satisfied by one of the written communications courses. Select at least 2 writing-intensive courses in your lower division and/or upper division pathway courses. And the 4th course will be covered by an upper division pathway capstone or approved capstone course in your major. Moving on to page 2 of the GE requirements. To fulfill lower division pathway requirements, you must select one class from each disciplinary area. You are encouraged to select these classes from a single pathway, which will be helpful if you later decide to declare a pathway minor. However, you are not required to complete your lower division coursework in a single pathway. You may sample across the pathways to complete your lower division pathway requirements. As you select your lower division classes from each disciplinary area, it's important to keep in mind the diversity and writing-intensive requirements from page 1. Courses fulfilling writing-intensive requirements are designated by a superscript WI. Courses that fulfill U.S. diversity requirements are designated by a superscript USD. Courses like Multicultural and Gender Studies 155 fulfill both U.S. diversity and writing-intensive requirements. Courses that fulfill the Global Cultures requirement are designated GC. A course may be offered only during the fall or spring semester. These will be identified by an F or S respectively. Once you've completed the lower division pathway courses and at least 45 semester units, you may begin your upper division pathway courses. You must select a single pathway and take one course from each disciplinary area within that pathway. You must also take one course to be your capstone. These courses are designated by a C superscript. It's important to notice 3 things. 1, that some pathways have only one offered capstone course, so you must plan to take that class. 2, that there are courses in upper division that fulfill diversity and capstone requirements. So you don't have to fulfill all diversity requirements in your lower division course selection. And 3, that not all C or WI courses shown on this planning sheet meet the capstone or writing-intensive requirements. Always check with your academic advisor to verify your GE and major course requirements. With all of these requirements in mind, let's fill out a sample general education planning sheet. From the foundation courses, let's take Communication Studies 131, Journalism 130, Geoscience 104, Math 105, Chemistry 111 will complete the physical science requirement, and because it has a lab attached, the lab requirement as well. Anthropology 111 will finish up the foundation courses. To fulfill American institutions, we must select History 130 and Political Science 155. One writing-intensive course, Written Communication, has already been taken care of with Journalism 130 in the foundation courses. The rest of the requirements will have to be taken care of by the pathway courses. There is no requirement to stay within a single pathway for lower division. For this example, we will start by choosing some courses from Science, Technology, and Values. As we select pathway courses, we must keep in mind the diversity and writing-intensive requirements. For the arts, we may select Theater 271. Notice that there is an option to take an approved language class to fulfill the humanities requirement. You can look in the catalog if this is something you're considering. For this example, though, we can select Religious Studies 241 to fulfill the humanities requirement. Be careful here, the S indicates that this course is only offered in the spring. You will need to plan accordingly. Econ 103 fulfills the individual and society requirement, but is not in the pathway. This is okay. Journalism 210 fulfills the societal, institutions, and U.S. diversity requirements. And Journalism 255 fulfills the learning for life and writing-intensive requirements. Science, Technology, and Values is one of the pathways that has only one capstone course. So we must select Technology 380 to fulfill the upper division natural science, capstone, and writing-intensive requirements. We still need to fulfill one writing-intensive and the global cultures requirements. So for upper division Arts and Humanities, let's take Religious Studies 357 to meet the fourth writing-intensive requirement. From the upper division Social Sciences area, let's take Anthropology 333 to meet the Global Cultures requirement. This schedule completes all of the GE requirements. If you're planning to declare a pathway minor, go to the General Education homepage and click on GE Pathways. The Chico State General Education Program is organized into 10 thematic pathways. By following a pathway, you can relate all of your general education coursework to a topic that interests you. On the General Education homepage, watch the GE Pathway videos to hear from students and learn more about each integrated pathway learning experience. If you're planning to declare a pathway minor, complete the Pathway Minor Declaration form and submit it to the Office of the Registrar, Student Services Center 110. Let's return to the GE Planning sheet to see how to earn the Pathway Minor. The requirements are explained in the lower right corner of page 1. To achieve a Pathway Minor, you must take 18 total units from one pathway, 9 of which must be upper division courses. You may also apply one associated foundation course from your lower division course selection. It's smart to select one of these courses as a foundation course if you're thinking about taking a Pathway Minor. Going back to the earlier example, any of these foundation courses could count towards a Science, Technology, and Values minor. Of the foundation courses we selected, Anthropology 111 or Journalism 130 could count as one class towards the minor. Let's take Anthropology 111 as a class towards the minor and fill the rest with pathway courses. Any of the lower division courses within the chosen pathway may be taken as credit towards the minor. Let's count the first two courses, Theater 271 and Religious Studies 241, to complete the lower division pathway courses. Now all the upper division courses must be selected to fulfill the rest of the pathway minor requirements. So in this example, we've fulfilled both the GE and pathway minor requirements for a pathway minor in science, technology, and values. Finally, this has been an explanation and example of the regular GE requirements. There are some majors with modifications. To find out if you've declared one of these majors, go to the University Catalog, General Education. Under Program Info, select Majors with Important Modifications to General Education Requirements. Here you will find a list of the majors with modified requirements and the modifications you will have to make to the regular GE requirements. If you need any help choosing your classes, please contact your academic advisor in Academic Advising Programs, Student Services Center 220.